গোপী জনবাবা জয় গিরিবরধারী জয় গিরিবরধারী জয় গোপী জনবাবা জয় গিরিবরধারী জয় গিরিবরধারী জয় যশোদানন্দন জয় ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন জয় যশোদানন্দন জয় ব্রজ জয় রামোন্নতি রামচারি জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় গোপী জনবাবা জয় গিরিবরধারী জয় গিরিবরধারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় যশোদানন্দন জয় ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন জয় ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন জয় যমুনতি রামচারি জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় গোপী জনবাবা জয় গিরিবরধারী জয় গিরিবরধারী জয় যশোদানন্দন জয় ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন জয় ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন জয় যমুনতি রামচারি জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा माधव की जय। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य तार साधु शिशुमात अभय शरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य तार साधु शिशुमात भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गुरु महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन गुरु परंपरा इस्कॉन की जय। श्री पंचतत्व की जय। जय राधा माधव की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to us and the devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to all the devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to all the devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Jai Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Jai Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Jai Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Guru Maharaj ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Varita Shri Vishakam Vitam Scha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinamando Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mancha Kaupatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavani Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. Today, by the mercy of Srila Gurudev, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, by the mercy of previous acharyas, we continue to listen and discuss Bhagavad Gita, especially first chapter, 22nd, 25 shlokas. Kim no rajena Govinda. You have text? Someone, you have text? 132, 35. It's big. 3 shlokas together. Kim no rajena Govinda.
Kim no rajena Govinda.
Kim bhoger jivitena va. Yeshamarthe kankshitam no. Rajyam bhoga sukhani cha. Taimeva sthita yudhe. Pranam styaktva dhanani cha. Acharya pitara putra. Tattaiva cha pitamaha. Matula swasura pautra. Shyala sambandhinastatha. Etam nahantum ichhami. Gnatopi madhusudana. Api trailokya rajyasya. Heto kim nu mahi krite. Nihatya daktarashtrana. Apriti sya janardana. Kim no rajyena Govinda. Kim bhogair jivitena va. Yeshamarthe kankshitam no. Rajyam bhoga sukhani cha
Rajyam bhoga sukhani cha
Kaimeva sthita yuddhe
Kaimeva sthita yuddhe
Pranam styaktva dhanani cha
Pranam styaktva dhanani cha
Acharya pitara putra
Acharya pitara putra
Tathaiva cha pitamaha
Tathaiva cha pitamaha
Matula shvashura pautra
Matula shvashura putra
Shyala sambandhinastatha
Shala sambandhinastatha
Etannahantumichhami
Etam namtum ichchami
Natopi madhusudana
Natopi madhusudana
Api trailokya rajyasya
Api trailokya rajyasya
Eto kim numahi krite
Eto kim namahi krite
Nihatya dartarashranna
Yatya darasanna
Kapriti sajjanardana.
Priti sajjanardana.
Thank you very much. Translation. O Govinda. O Govinda. O Govinda.
This one.
This one. Right. O Govinda. Oh, of what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself, when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on this battlefield? O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, fathers-in-law, grandsons, brothers-in-law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me, O maintainer of all living entities, and not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the three worlds, let alone this earth? What pleasure will we derive from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? हे गोविंद, हमें राज्य सुख अथवा इस जीवन से क्या लाभ, क्योंकि जिन सारे लोगों के लिए हम उन्हें चाहते हैं वे ही इस युद्ध भूमि में खड़े हैं। हे मधुसूदन, जब गुरुजन, पितृगण, पुत्रगण, पितामह, मामा, ससुर, पौत्रगण, सारे तथा अन्य सारे संबंधी अपना अपना धन एवं प्राणा देने के लिए तत्पर है और मेरे समक्ष खड़े हैं, तो फिर मैं इन सबको क्यों मारना चाहूंगा? भले ही वे मुझे क्यों न मार डाले। ये जीवों के पालक, मैं इन सबों से लड़ने को तैयार नहीं, भले ही बदले में मुझे तीनों लोग क्यों न लड़ते हो, इस पृथ्वी की तो बात ही छोड़ दें। भला धृतराष्ट्र के पुत्रों को मारकर हमें कौन सी प्रसन्नता मिलेगी? Because English is a little bit difficult. Arjuna has addressed Lord Krishna as Govinda because Krishna is the object of all pleasures for cows and the senses. By using this significant word, Arjuna indicates that Krishna should understand what will satisfy Arjuna's senses. But Govinda is not meant for satisfying our senses. If we try to satisfy the senses of Govinda, however, then automatically our own senses are satisfied. Materially, everyone wants to satisfy his senses. And he wants God to be the order supplier for such satisfaction. The Lord will satisfy the senses of the living entities as much as they deserve, but not to the extent that they may covet. But when one takes the opposite way, namely, when one tries to satisfy the senses of Govinda without desiring to satisfy one's own senses, then by the grace of Govinda, all desires of the living entity are satisfied. Arjuna's deep affection for community and family members is exhibited here partly due to his natural compassion for them. He is therefore not prepared to fight. Everyone wants to show his opulence to friends and relatives, but Arjuna fears that all his relatives and friends will be killed on the battlefield, and he will be unable to share his opulence after victory. This is a typical calculation of material life. The transcendental life, however, is different. Since a devotee wants to satisfy the desires of the Lord, he can, Lord willing, accept all kinds of opulence for the service of the Lord. And if the Lord is not willing, he should not accept a farthing. Arjuna didn't want to kill his relatives, and if there were any need to kill them, he desired that Krishna kill them personally. At this point, he did not know that Krishna had already killed them before their coming into the battlefield, and that he was only to become an instrument for Krishna. This fact is disclosed in following chapters. As a natural devotee of the Lord, Arjuna did not like to retaliate against his miscreant cousins and brothers, but it was the Lord's plan that they should all be killed. The devotee of the Lord does not retaliate against the wrongdoer, but the Lord does not tolerate any mischief done to the devotee by the miscreants. The Lord can excuse a person on his own account, but he excuses no one who has done harm to his devotees. Therefore, Lord was determined to kill the miscreants, although Arjuna wanted to excuse him. Everything comprehensible. You can understand. Okay. We will speak something, listen something. When we speak, we listen. Therefore, we more often we say listen and not speak. We listen. What Acharya said. Very interesting point. You can say that Arjuna words faultless. No defect is there. His vision is ideal vision for civilized men. Sabya. Before we said about Sabya, what is civilization? But one defect is here. Generally people, they sure that they are right. I'm right, they sure. And they can dedicate all their life, even they can die, but they are right. And it's very strong conception. Only Krishna can destroy this conception. Only Krishna. And here Arjuna, what does he want here? He wants that Krishna, so that Krishna will pacify his senses. Govinda is a source of happiness for senses, source for sense gratification. That is one meaning of Govinda. And Arjuna is thinking about happiness. But Srila Prabhupada is writing that Govinda must not satisfy our senses, gratify our senses. So what is the use to us to address to Govinda? What is the use? If he is not satisfying our senses, general people can think like this. Because I was thinking he will satisfy all my desires, fulfill all my desires, all my needs. How much we need? Just look at inside our heart. Don't be shy. How much we deserve? How much we need? How much we deserve? Almost nothing. How much we need? So much. Actually, of course, not all can agree with me. Because we're so strange. We want that Govinda will serve to us. We, we don't want that we should serve to Govinda. And Govinda is satisfied. When Govinda is satisfied, we also will be satisfied and happy. Then I can accept. If I am satisfied, then okay, I agree with this conception. But one thing is there. Attachments. Different attachments are there. We see that also even devotees, they can be attached to their family, to their children, and they also can suffer because of this, due to this. When children become grown up, they can also be cause of suffering for their parents. So Arjuna was having whatever attachment he was having, it was out of compassion. Even Duryodhana has done so much sinful activities, but so much, like Prabhupada said here, Duryodhana has done like wrongdoer, and he has done so many mischief, but Krishna cannot tolerate. But now question is about Arjuna. We can see outwardly devotees, they like, we can say attached. It seems like they are attached. It seems they like having some lusty desires. But actually, when they dedicate their life to Krishna, there's only one cause, is Krishna, spiritual cause. Therefore, sometimes we can see maybe devotee is attached to his family, to his children, but actually, if he is real devotee, there isn't only Krishna. It is not the same attachment as like in material world. But actually very difficult to understand what Krishna wants. Sometimes material life is very complicated. Even devotee can get some bondage sometimes and suffer. Then we say, why Jiva is suffering? Every day saying about this big topic. Because in which stage Jiva is remaining now? Jiva cannot always remain because of material desire. Always we have this example of crocodile. Crocodile, when it's inside the water, it has so much strength. Especially crocodile has so much strength. There is a crocodile in Karnataka. You saw? You saw crocodile? In forest. Crocodile. He is in water. It's a nice place for crocodile. If it comes to surface, it will become weak. The same thing for us. When these aquatic animals coming out from the water, they are becoming weak. When they are becoming weak, others attacking them. So similarly, human being, where they should stay, where they should remain, and they are not remaining in that stage. Therefore, they are suffering. And who is attacking us? Maya. Maya is attacking. So Jiva should remain in Atma Sthiti, in a spiritual position. Having realization about Atma and Paramatma. When Jiva is not remaining in this Atma Sthiti, is not remaining in this realization, Paramatma realization, then Jiva is weak. And Maya is attacking Jiva. Even it can be devotee, but we can say Kanishta devotee. His faith is very weak. When Maya is attacking, he cannot do nothing. It's very weak. In Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto, what is stated? 5:18-13. Harihi sakshat bhagavan sharirinam atmagyasanam nivatoyamipsidam idvamaham stam yadi sajjate grihe tada mahatvam vayasadam patinam. Just as aquatics always desire to remain in the vast mass of water. All conditioned living entities naturally desire to remain in the vast existence of the Supreme Lord. Very nice. Very nice. Therefore, if someone very great by material calculations fails to take shelter of the Supreme Lord, but instead becomes attached to material household life, his greatness is like that of a young, low-class couple. The one who is too attached to material life loses all good spiritual qualities. It is said here, this topic, attachment. They will speak about this. Jiva should remain in the vast existence of the Supreme Lord. Vasudeva Sthiti or Atma Sthiti. But that is not happening. The Supreme Lord is not very tiny one. He is Brihat. And from word Brihat, word Brahman is coming. Purna Brahman. The word Brahman means among all the great or gigantic one, he is the topmost gigantic one. If we remain in the vast existence of the Supreme Lord, can we have all sufferings, miseries like this? No. Jai Shri Gauranidai, Ki Jai. And Gauranidai, their hands up, because so much Vishwambara, it is said. He is maintaining all the universe. His heart is so wide. So this is in vast existence of the Supreme Lord. No suffering at all. So much mercy. He is protector. Who is remaining under shelter of the Bhagavan, he is protected. And those who are claiming their great personalities, but always remaining entangled in material life, how they will get happiness? They are remaining in their griha asakta. So, very moneyed men, very wealthy men, educated men, but so attachment to illusion. What greatness is there? So, where from this attachment for griha is coming? Where from is coming? Since we are not surrendered to Krishna, this is coming. This attachment is coming. So who is attached to his family life, his griha, or in Orissa they say gluha. So he cannot be called a strong person. The attachment, the cause of attachment is sex life. They blindly attached. And again Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, who is having attachment, so much attachment to men or women? Who? It is said, just read, very low class people. It's having so much attachment. Like one person, no devotee, but he said, why poor people, they have so many children. Because only happiness is there having for sex life. Having sex life. He said, very nice point. Bhagavan is having one kingdom, and we are not entering into this kingdom. We are in Maya's kingdom, and we are engaged in sex life. That is common. Jiva is having his own strength, Shakti, but why Jiva is not using his Shakti? So some potency we having, but we are attached to Maya and become Shakti-hina, so no Shakti. We become, when question is coming about Seva, no Shakti. So the source of Jiva, or we can say meaning of Jiva, Jiva's word is coming from Jivana. Jivana means life. And how the life is becoming possible. this is also science, this is Vedic science. When we should know how life is possible. People don't know what is the meaning of life, what is the source of life. They don't know this. The source of life is Paramatma, Super Soul. Due to Paramatma, we are all acting. And therefore, our Jivana, source of Jivana is Paramatma. But how many are having thoughts of Paramatma? Those who will realize about Paramatma, they will get one type of Shakti, potency. Which type of potency? Spiritual, Chit Shakti, spiritual potency. And Jiva can become Mahatma, the great soul. Mahatma Gandhi is a great soul. But we are putting some Mahatma, great soul. What is the duty of great soul? What he did? He made India liberated from British. But actually, very strong person, they will never say Mahatma Gandhi is the cause of liberation. Hey, they call Mahatma, any person they can call Mahatma. Actually, it's not Mahatma. I'm sorry to say this. But real Mahatma is the Seven Shastras. Who is the real Mahatma? Those who are serving the Supreme Lord, they are Mahatma. Not those who are serving the society. Those who are giving so-called liberation. That's not. Giving liberation to the people, the one cannot become Mahatma. This social liberation. After this social liberation, more bondage came. Everyone can say this. It's not my word. I'm saying what our Gurudev said, Acharya said. But that is true. Many people there, they have gone through Vedas, 4 Vedas, Chari Veda. They are very expert. They know Veda very nicely. They quote Vedas. In India, many persons. They are reciting Vedic mantra very nicely. But so much attachment to the family. Can we say they are expert in Veda? Somebody studying Veda means what? You know the Supreme Lord Krishna. Vedaischa sarvaya ahamaiva vidyo. Bhagavan said, I am the one who is to be learned. But they are saying Vedantic. We are also having some, you can some courses there, Bhaktivedanta course, Bhakti Vaibhava course. You can make and become Bhaktivedanta. Course, certificate. But how much one is serving to the Supreme Lord? That is great soul. Not one who is having certificate, the time such and such. Because this degree, this certificate on Upadhi, this Upadhi will give you Shakti? No. Designation will not give you Shakti. Even if you become Guru, Sannyasi, no Shakti. You are Vedanta, but you have so much attachment to material life. So that is crocodile out of water. Crocodile out of water. Crocodile, because crocodile is not inside water. No Shakti. We are studying so much. We are not thinking about our own dharma, our occupational duty. Our duty is to serve Bhagavan Krishna. Dasatva. Dasatva. This is our own occupation, but we are not doing it. It's becoming very weak. And great people, they will think, oh, I got degree, PhD, like this. I became such and such person. And they're doing research like this. And one devotee, he was having degree, he was a PhD, but he was serving in a temple, in Ganagiri temple, many years before. It was time when no cook was there. And also no oil, salt sometimes was there, sometimes not at the time. And when he was also not good cook, but he was having PhD like this. He was paying Dandavat to Krishna and asking, to Radharani and to Gopal, asking, Radharani, please show mercy on me. And he was cooking. And everyone was very, very happy by what he was cooking. So we are not depending on this knowledge. We're depending only on mercy. That is real Mahatma like this. Therefore we cannot say that Gandhi is Mahatma, actually. The only word is Mahatma. We can call anyone Mahatma, Pandit. But Prabhupada very boldly said, who is Mahatma, who is not? Very boldly said. And we should accept this truth. Because this is only upati. I said before, if you think that I am a Russian, you Indian, we cannot understand each other. If you only think that this came from Russian ISKCON, we have Indian ISKCON, this is different. Nowadays some people, they're struggling, arguing, thinking that there is some difference. They only on low level, because they are attached to material life, as he always said. Why they are not having desire to know Krishna? That is a very important thing. We don't have desire to know Krishna because we are having so much attachment to Griha Shakti, or we can say sex life. The cause of attachment for family life is a sex life. Now we are not saying about Vaishnava's devotee Grihastha life. We are saying about material things. Grihastha is also a very high thing. And one brahmachari was complaining to my Shiksha Guru. He was president long time, Bhuvaneshwar. And he said to him, you are not caring about brahmacharis. He said, how are you not caring? You have 2 types of sabji or 3 types. Everything you need we give to you, Kachbhog, Prasad. He said, no, you need special care. Because we have given material life. You have no wife. You're not caring. No, he said. Please understand me. You're not brahmachari, I'm not grihastha. Okay? You understand this? You're not brahmachari, I'm not grihastha. Then we can understand each other. After some time, this brahmachari married. And he not so strong in practice. So we don't need this. We don't need weakness. We should become strong. Whatever position we are. Like crocodile should be in water. That is the meaning of this verse, actually. This is a big topic. And Mama Evanshu Jivaloki, Jiva Buddha Sanatana, Bhagavad Gita, it is said. Eternally, Jiva is my part and parcel. Bhagavan himself is remaining in the heart of everyone, of Paramatma, super soul. From this we can understand how Bhagavan has expanded himself. How many jivas are there? Can we count? No. And every jiva is having Paramatma there. Every jiva in Bengaluru is having Paramatma. So Bhagavan is expanding everywhere. His existence is everywhere, but we are not able to understand because so much blind, so much engaged in the material enjoyment. Bhoga Sakti. Among them, those who want to serve Bhagavan, they have some Shakti, they have some ability. If one will not be attached to Bhagavan, he will be attached to Maya. No doubt it is. And when one will be attached to Maya, he will remain in Asachidananda stage. No Sachidananda, Asachidananda. Dukkha. Suffering is there. When one is not able to remain in blissful stage, when he is attached to Maya, so much education, knowledge, money, I thinking this is great. But to whom we should say great personality, who is Tattva Jnana, who is having absolute knowledge. He can be called as Mahat Vyakti. Great personality. Prabhupada is Mahatma, real Mahatma is Prabhupada actually. In India, everyone should know this. After some time, everyone will know. It prediction is there. But need time. So called great personalities, those who have no knowledge about Krishna Seva, they glorify material enjoyment. Low consciousness, inferior consciousness. Whose consciousness is high, superior, really great personality. And the Jiva knows that he is not enjoyer. All enjoyment should be given to Krishna. There is one word there, antyaja. Antyaja is like low class. What is the low class? Low, even the lower than Shudra and Vechar. Even he's very low person, but he's engaged in sense gratification. And number one sense gratification is sexual life. So they will be considered as low class fellow. Those who are thinking that sex life is everything for me, a low class fellow. And the high class man, who is the superior one, who is searching for the truth. He is the superior one. But one is learned, one is wealthy person in this society, he is very great personality, he is attached to material enjoyment, he is considered to be like Antyaja, low class. And we are not saying, no matter which nation he is. No matter. Actually, Acharya is not saying that. It depends on which place he was born. India, or Russia, or America, like this. That is true. A dog eater Chandala, he is searching for the truth. He is Mahatma. And Mahan Vyakti, like Narottam Das Thakur, he was a Kayastha. When he became king, he was guru also. And he was giving initiations. All Brahmanas criticized him. All Brahmanas. That is going on always. They are criticizing him. First Gaura Purnima festival, after Mahaprabhu's disappearance. Great festival when was Kirtan. And 5 members of Panchatattva, they appeared in this Kirtan and they are dancing with devotees. Everyone was observing this. But these Brahmanas, they criticized him. He's Shudra, he says. He's Shudra, but he giving initiation to Brahman. How it is possible? Very angry. They, like Antyaja, they are not Brahmins actually. And who is Krishna? You people are running after Krishna, and saying Krishna, Krishna. Like, I am the same. When I was in Krishna consciousness, I was looking that Nagar Sankirtan is going on in Moscow, the center of Moscow. I was studying in the college, an institute there. I was saying, who is Krishna? What is this? Maybe they're taking drugs. How they are happy? Not possible. I see so bright, so not happy. I was not having faith that such people existing who can be happy only by the mercy of Bhagavan. So spoiled. I'm so spoiled. Because if people saying Krishna, you have no anything to do. They think that material life is everything. And one person, he was very religious one. And he was studying with me, the same, in the faculty, the same. And he told to me, you're not atheist. I said, why? Because I was atheist. He said, you're not atheist. Why is it? Because you want to give benefit to people. I said, yes. He said, this is spiritual. This is a religion. You will come to religion one day, he said. And this happened. This happened. But before I joined Krishna consciousness, I was interested in politics, communism. Yes. I was interested in this. Science. What people are saying about religion? God is not helping to us. Science. Krishna, everything I lose everything that time. And then I was thinking about God. That is very nice thing. But when I was very young, I came to church, Christian church. I asked parents, I want to join the church. And I was going maybe 1 year. I was going every day. I was so astonished. How they glorifying Jesus Christ. They singing kirtan there. In the Russian Orthodox church, they doing kirtan. They singing very nice. And but my idea was that God is all the supply. I was so much suffering. And I said one day, you are not suffering, nothing changed. You're not giving to me nice life. So better I will not believe to you. I said like this. And Krishna was listening. Sitting in my heart was listening. It's offense, great offense. But he was tolerating. You understand? Krishna is tolerating us. Then after some time I understood. Krishna was tolerating me. Why not tolerate anyone around me? And so much tolerate. He was waiting. When I come, when I join. And so people, no shelter with these problems. Those who are coming to Krishna consciousness, they should be very serious. Others, they don't know anything. But you practice sadhana. You must know all these things, Vishama. You must know. Those who are outside, we cannot blame them. Because they have no knowledge. We came to Krishna consciousness, we must be very serious, very cautious. For what? I should not get the lowest species of life, the form of life. Now I am having the highest species, I am the human body. Shouldn't get the lowest species. This should be the attitude. Therefore Bhagavan Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, what he said, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja am tvam sarvabhabhebhyo moksheshanima suja. You come to me, you just surrender to me. Give up your speculation, concoction, manu dharma, deha dharma. Give up, just come to me. I will make you free from all sinful reaction. This is quite natural. Shelter place. Bhagavan Krishna's lotus feet. Then government will do something, will try to do something. Because they need an election of votes, they need some power. They will care about you, but sometimes government will not care about you. Because actually everything depends on God. You depend on God, not depend on others. If everyone will be in such mood, government will be very easy to make people happy. Otherwise it's not possible. They're trying to do many things, not possible to make people happy. So many murders going on in Bengaluru also. Every day something going on. Police always agitated. What is going on? People becoming lower class. Because this Western influence making people lower class. Why this happening? And the answer is only here. You should be serious. At least devotee should be serious. Very serious. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he said, so your lotus feet, the place which free from Shoka Moha Bhaya, Ashoka Abhaya Amrita Dhara Tomar Charana Doya, Tahate Ikkona. This very nice Atma Nivedana Bhajan. The low class people cannot believe that Krishna can give shelter to everyone. Sometimes they say, he is partial. He is caring about devotees but not caring about us. They will not think about this. But rather they will be engaged in sex life. Can we say that they are great personalities? No. We know who is great, who is not great. We are not blaming them. They need Mahatma Gandhi, they need others. Okay, no problem. Some bhakti is there also when they worshipping these persons. But you know who is great. After some time they will understand that Prabhupada is the greatest person. After some time, it needs time. Therefore it is said, Pravritti sarvabhutanam nivrittistu mahaphala. This is the natural tendency of the jiva to eat animal flesh, to go for intoxication, go for unlimited sex life. This is pravritti. Sahajata pravritti. You know, understand? Sahajata. This, when we inborn quality. Inborn quality. So how one can give up this quality? One is taking sugar. If you give him burfi, he will not be interested in sugar. You understand? Similarly, one will be engaged in loving service to the lotus feet of Krishna. So much happiness is there, he will not think about sex life. That is the reason. Some of them, even they are doing some seva, they are thinking about sex life. Even sitting in front of Acharya, they are thinking about sex life. They cannot say no. They will never change. They will never change. They will never change. Because kapatya, crookedness. Even outwardly I am showing I am devotee, but inside so much desires are there. It should be simple one. What we are having some doubts, some problems, we should ask sadhu. Let's disclose our heart to sadhu. Then sadhu will do something. He will pray. Something will be changed. You need mercy. You should understand this. Not like show it to others. I am great devotee. I am a nice person. But inside so much desires. You cannot cheat Krishna. Like Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Guru said sometimes. That you cheated your father and mother. You came here. You cheated your friends. You gave up everything. You cheated your colleagues on the office. But you cannot cheat Vaishnava. You cannot cheat Guru. You cannot cheat Krishna. Because they are Antaryami. They know your heart. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Dharma viruddho kamosmi. Udesha Bharatarshava. Kama last, say, you cannot say there is no lust. Everyone is having lust. This is important quality. Kama is important quality, but how we use this lust is also written in Shastra. There will be desire for sex life. We cannot say they are not having any sex desire. Everyone is having. But you should not be like birds or like beasts. We know the quality. Sparrow, pigeon or monkey, they having sex life any moment. For them no problem. We are not like that. If we continue to do like this, we will get lower species of life. No doubt. Why human being will go for sex life? The other animals, they are doing sex life for what? To beget children. That's all. But we don't need children, we need only sex life. You see? This is human beings' consciousness. In Western country, they are following this family planning. No, only in India, family planning. Because so many people are here. And Western country, no family planning. They more like it's fashion not to have any children. Even not to be married. So they like live together, enjoy, then divorce. And not divorce, just go different sides. Now it's Western countries. Then the new idea came that two men can become woman and man, or two women. Therefore they say sex number 1, sex number 2, sex number 3. They're not saying now man, woman. This is very low class. And so we don't need this. But in India I heard that before they were saying 3 sufficient, no more. Then they said, we are 2, we should have 2. Then next, only 1 is enough. This idea. And contraceptive, they use it. It means free from burden. Very nice. We can enjoy freely. We don't know what is the semen, how it is important for our intelligence, for our soul. It's called family planning. In the Soviet Union, they were doing family planning institution. They were taking some Vedic scriptures, studying, but like demons, they were using it. Because they wanted to beget not devotee, beget communists. And they were thinking about samskaras in Soviet Union. They were doing research. And scientists, they came to idea, they need to to do samskaras. Garbhadana samskara. But to make communist, that communist will burn. You can imagine. But this Garbhadana samskara very strong, actually, yes. Because devotee can be born, very pure person can be born. Later we'll speak about this, Varna Sankara, Arjuna will speak about this, how cultural tradition will be going low and low, going down. This is a first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, everything about civilization. And also about simplicity and crookedness. Duryodhana is crooked one. And Arjuna is simple. Meaning of word Arjuna is simple. Many lessons are here. Very nice. How simple one can face troubles. Here we can see. And how crooked one is facing troubles. Duryodhana, even he knows that all signs saying that you will lose, you will die. When Pandavas, they blowing in the conch shell, by heart, all Kauravas, they felt in their heart so much fear inside. But he didn't think about this, because he is blind. Blind of his material desires, kama anda. And his father Dhritarashtra was also Jan Manda, physically blind, and Kamanda, blind of his material desires. Duryodhana was also Madanta, blind of his pride. And crooked person, always blind. Crooked person, he can put saffron, he can pose himself as great person, but inside, so much desire for enjoyment. Crooked person. And a simple person, he doesn't depend on this. It's only external things. Simple person, he always discloses his heart to sadhu. He never said, I am preacher, I am such and such. He will say, I am fallen soul. I am nothing. I am born on the stool. Like after Ratha Yatra, some new persons came here. And they asking me. And one said, because I was that time sick. When I came here because of climate, I lost my voice and I was coughing. Cough was there. And I could not sing on Ratha Yatra, also nice. And he said, I can accept everything. That is good philosophy, everything. But why you are suffering from disease? He said, I cannot understand this. You saying about perfection, love of Krishna, bhakti, but you are suffering. We see. Then I said to him, I am born on the stool. I am not a great person. Only by mercy of my Gurudev, now I can practice bhakti. I think he was not so inspired by my words. But I said the truth. We are not dependent for others. No need that all people will come, we make advertisement. Come and enjoy here. No. I say the truth. If someone is sincere, simple, he will come. He will join. Maybe he will understand. I said to him, if you will practice, you can tolerate everything. Even pain will come, disease will come. I don't say it will not come. Because simple reactions we have need time to be purified. But you will be dhira. Your mind will not be agitated. He could not believe. He didn't believe to me. But okay, we said this. This is our duty to say. They can hear or not hear, we follow, we doing this. And they are having their own savyata, their own civilization. We have our own civilization. And we know our civilization is very strong. Our civilization is very strong. In our civilization, any civilized one, he can control senses. Because he always thinking about the pleasure of Krishna. If he is grihastha, he is ideal grihastha. He is ideal brahmachari, ideal sannyasi. Everyone who can become this. This is civilized one. We want to become civilized one. This is our idea. Nowadays we don't see any difference. What is it? What in other countries or here countries? Because internet is there. IT. Because of internet, everything mixed. Yes, I saw one Indian man with Che Guevara. He was worshipping Che Guevara. You know Che Guevara? From America, Latin America, communist leader. In Russia, we understood. In Russia, even I was in my youth age, I was liking Che Guevara. But in India, why is it attracted by this? I cannot understand. That is because all culture mixed now. This Chile came from which source? It's not India, Latin America. Yeah, everything mixed. You can understand now. So now our idea now, to make civilization, Savyata, great civilization, Vedic civilization, Vaishnavas, knows matter, which color, which race, no matter. And we can, thus we can help our countries, our nation, our families. Because Yasmin Tushte, Jagat Tushta. Even we can satisfy Krishna, we can satisfy everyone. Because Krishna is at everyone's heart. That is a method. It's a process. Okay, now we stop. Tomorrow we will continue this topic. It's big topic. Grantarashma Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Kuti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitaya Gaura Premananda. Thank you very much. If you have some questions, you can ask. Okay. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasimabhyascha patitanam pavanabhyo Vaishnavabhyo Ananta Kuti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.